So guys, today I got for you a phenomenal selection of very sexy and attractive perfumes that could be called aphrodisiacs because they kind of arouse sexual instinct by increasing desire and pleasure. So make sure to keep on watching if you are looking for such very complimenting and attractive perfumes. All the help information is always down below in the description box, so check it out. Don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's collection of aphrodisiac perfumes. And despite some skepticism around the use of aphrodisiacs, even studies show that many of these aromas do work on people. So I chose few notes that could be considered aphrodisiacs and was really surprised to see lavender on the list. So I have few recommendations for every note, and my number one is Telegrama by Imaginary Authors. This is a unique lavender that doesn't remind me of aftershave products for men, because typically I associate this note with men, but the fragrance that smells kind of dusty, very clean and cool, powdery with a note of lavender is quite unexpected. So I really wanted to showcase it, especially for men. But if I needed to choose more feminine option, that would be surely my favorite Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, and this is Eau de Parfum. I have Intense in both fragrances. Lavender is very soft and gentle, noticeable in the opening, then it turns into their signature powdery fragrance that has a bit of sweeter, fluffier vanilla in the dry down, and it always works on women. I can tell you that men really fall in love with this scent because although it's fresh, it's also very comfy, and I absolutely adore and recommend it to anyone, especially if you are into more classy fragrances but you still want this very modern twist in your perfume. Then you might want to check out the entire Mon Guerlain range because it is absolutely fantastic. And since I've touched on vanilla, this might not come as a surprise that this is one of the most famous aphrodisiacs out there, and I know that people associate its comfy scent with their childhood, so that's very attractive as well. Like a pro tip for you, go for a vanilla heavy fragrance in case you're going somewhere where you want some attention but in a very pleasant way. If you want to set up very comfy atmosphere, or maybe you have some friends coming over, wear something delicious with vanilla, like perfume by Chaboud called Lait Concentré. And although there is no obvious vanilla in there, it just smells like condensed milk, so warm and comfy, very delicious, lactonic. I absolutely love to wear it around the house when I have some friends and guests coming over because it just creates this very soft and comfy, inviting atmosphere, kind of like as if you are baking cookies all day long. So yeah, it's a very beautiful and soft type of a fragrance. In case you are into something more intense, I would recommend you my beloved vanilla Diorama by Christian Dior, that was actually inspired by this dessert that was apparently created for him at Paris's like chocolateries or something. And this is a very powerful and well done vanilla perfume that's not candy sweet, because in the opening we have very beautiful pop of orange, then it turns into truly delicious dessert like perfume that is contrasted by spices like cardamom, but we have the cacao pod mixed with vanilla bean, dark and delicious, very sultry, in fact absolutely unisex. And just in case it's a little bit too pricey for you, I have an absolutely gorgeous alternative for you by One Perfumes. That is my ride or die. I absolutely love this fragrance, one of my holy grails, even signature scents that I love to wear if I'm going somewhere just for my own desire, but also I know that it performs so well, having this absolutely gorgeous, delicious but well balanced trail that is so sophisticated, smelling truly expensive. This vanilla is a little bit more lipsticky, powdery, so the texture is phenomenal, the price is unbeatable. I even have a discount for you with which it's gonna be even cheaper, so I highly recommend you this fragrance, or vanilla Diorama, or Lait Concentré, or any other vanilla perfume you have in your collection. I do have a lot in mind, and just in case you need more inspiration, make sure to check out few of my top lists, all the helpful information including the discounts and also links to my social media you will find down below in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And on that note, let's continue talking about delicious notes, because cacao and coffee bean are also known as aphrodisiacs. And oh man, like, I'm not surprised at all, because I know that anytime I wear like a very obvious gourmand perfume, there are going to be people, especially men, I've noticed that they are very attracted to sweeter scents, but they really need to be well balanced. So I have a few really cool recommendations for you, one of which is Café Cabanel by Cabanel, and this is quite a heavy gourmand fragrance. That's why I recommend it to wear it out or in the winter or in the evening, just because it has a darker side. So it's like your gourmand fragrance that is spicy. This coffee is very buttery, the texture in here is delicious, some caramel with vanilla, and at the same time milk and powder. It's very complex and it is super bold, so I love to wear it on the outerwear. And yeah, it even has something dirty to it, which is very contrasting and refreshing, especially for a full-on gourmand fragrance. And another very unexpected option for this style of perfume would be my signature scent, and I absolutely adore Coffee White Flowers by Boho Boko, because it has the scent of sweet latte to me personally, as if you put some syrup in there, and the white floralcy is so muted you really can't pinpoint it in the fragrance that smells more of sweet coffee. Like, the coffee note is well pronounced in here and it is stimulating, and in case you're going on a date and you really want a perfume that will work and will attract and will also stay in the memory, there is nothing else that smells like that. So I would really recommend you this fragrance. It is absolutely gorgeous, and if you love gourmand perfumes you will find it very, very pleasurable. But let's talk about flowers now, because there are so many aphrodisiac ones, and one of the most well-known and popular is definitely jasmine. And this doesn't come as a surprise, because honestly, jasmine has been used in perfumery or just, you know, as aromatherapy for centuries to improve libido and promote intimacy. And to be honest with you, I had my issues with this note because I'm traumatized by Alien, and once I discovered truly gorgeous jasmine perfumes, there is no way I could resist them. So yeah, this is kind of like a pro tip: wear a jasmine perfume if you really are going for a romance. And in case you're not ready for something super heavy with this note, because it can quickly overwhelm the composition, I would recommend you JUS Blue Astral, and it doesn't match me on purpose, I swear to you, but I absolutely love how we click with this fragrance. And it was a love at first sniff for me, because it's a very soft and gentle, almost fragile, and at the same time very authentic scent of jasmine flowers, very natural, youthful, and it's great for everyday basis in case you are more of a romantic person. There is some slight powderiness in the background, and it's just like such a pleasurable fragrance for more casual occasions, if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't wear true aphrodisiacs just, you know, on day-to-day basis, but this fragrance is so nice, especially in the springtime, because it has this very youthful feeling. So it's innocent but with aphrodisiac property, and I have a discount for you so you can use that. Or the next perfume, which is definitely a little bit more provoking, called Compliment by Maison Violet, and you guys know how much I love this perfume. That's definitely more indolic, kinda like a floral bouquet in a bottle, in which we have different types of jasmine, so it is super complex, and this note really shines in the composition, accompanied by powerful tuberose, and it is so daring in here, so you really need to enjoy such powerful and opulent floral fragrances to pull it off. But it's super sunny, soft. In the opening there is unexpected and very unusual note of eucalyptus, but in the dry down it turns powderier, and I love how sunny and positive this fragrance is. So just in case you are into such powerful fragrances that have gorgeous sillage and you're looking for the one you could wear to a special occasion, I swear by Compliment, it is created to get noticed with, and I have a discount for you as well, so feel free to enjoy that. But since I've touched on powerful flowers, one of the most well-known aphrodisiac florals is Ylang Ylang, and this is a sultry and beautiful thick floral note that comes from Middle Asia, if I'm not wrong, and oh my god, it is just so intimate and sensual. And once I discovered Ylang Ylang Noisy Bee, for me personally, it was kind of like finding the fragrance I was searching for my entire life, because it reminds me of L'Instant from Guerlain that my mom used to wear when I was little, but this has more of modern character, and at the same time it is still like this powdery creamy scent of sunny and tropical flower of Ylang Ylang, and it really creates a very exotic mood. And I find Ylang Ylang is something very attractive and something kind of foreign that has some mystery to it with its almost spicy nuance. The fragrance is perfect even for more formal occasions, which might be nothing typical to wear an aphrodisiac fragrance to, but I am telling you, try out some of Yellow Flowers. Ylang Ylang is one of my personal favorites. That's why I could easily recommend you this next fragrance, which is a dupe, an alternative from One Parfums to Psychedelic Love from Initia that I am a big fan of, and this is my signature scent, one of the most worn perfumes in my collection. We are having a visit from Ukraine right now, and once I showed her this beautiful textural, very va-va-voom, very extravagant perfume, she ordered it the next minute from One Parfums, along with Vanilla Diorama's dupe and some other fragrances. But you guys, this is hypnotizing and very alluring scent of Ylang Ylang mixed with heliotrope. It's powdery and kind of sweet, but not in a gourmand way. So yeah, it's truly addictive and I absolutely adore it. You can make a bold statement with this perfume, and for sure it definitely has this property to just attract. And Ylang Ylang is also associated with prosperity, so if you want some income, make sure to wear Ylang Ylang centered perfumes. I believe I even have like a best of episode dedicated to this note, but on that one, let's talk about another gorgeous flower, the queen of all, which is of course the rose. And I got for you two options, although I have so many more in my collection. But Cicuta from Quinto Canto is inspired by the legend when Lucrezia Borgia used to throw these over-the-top parties and poison her lovers, and Cicuta is apparently a poison, and the fragrance is super powerful and strong. If you're going somewhere with this perfume, expect heads to be turned and questions to be asked about your perfume. It smells sweet, it's almost sugary, but never too much. I love the contrast of mandarins, very juicy, and sweet, almost oily rose. So this is a very night out appropriate, very sultry, very sexy type of a rose fragrance. And in case you want something like that, but maybe from a designer brand, I just love Musc Noir Rose by Narciso Rodriguez so much that I really wanted to include it on today's list, because this is true aphrodisiac. This is such a sexy perfume. Man actually used to, you know, just start flirting with me one of a sudden wearing this perfume. And there is Musc Noir, which is even like more animalic. This has almost a jammy rosiness to it, which makes it more playful, but in a sexy way. So if you want to send a signal, you will do so with this perfume for sure. In my personal opinion, it is an aphrodisiac, hands down, but one of the most well-known ones that has been used for centuries is patchouli, and I absolutely love this note in fragrances because it always adds something very expensive to the composition. And one of my favorites is Behold Patchouli, which is kind of like this sweeter, more oriental, more gourmandish take on this note that reminds me of Coromandel. Gallagher created like this orangey and mysterious smoky type of patchouli that associates with the winter because it is warming and hugging. leaves an absolutely long and delicious trail, and I love how powerful and gorgeous, very comfy, cozy it makes me smell, and patchouli just has this luxurious vibe to it. So if you want something more cool and chic with it, I would recommend you Sensory from Scentologia, and this perfume could be called a fruit chili. So it smells very modern with pop of red berries and something a little bit more floral. It smells kind of like chypre, so think about something very chic and classy, but aphrodisiac note of patchouli really makes people come closer to you and just figure out what it is, how you smell like. So it has like the more of a classy feel to it, but I love the addition of some red berries in that patchouli. And if you are looking for the very easy option that is something very chic and classy, modern and you know, timeless at the same time, that is definitely Coco Mademoiselle. I love the intense version of this perfume. This is an unbeatable classic and it works on women every time. I swear by that stuff, just as I do by the next perfume with sandalwood, which is used in Ayurveda, which is used in the Middle East, and sandalwood is just such a beautiful, elegant material in perfumery that it always helps to blend all the other notes, but at the same time attract with its very sensual, sometimes even skin-like scent. So this is a very true textural note, and my favorite perfume with it is Santal Noir by EPC, because it's nothing overwhelming. It's actually a very simple scent. Sometimes you can't even smell it, but I'm always so surprised when people ask me about it, because even when I can smell it, they can, and it's amazing how light it is, almost not there, but at the same time that's kind of like its thing, creating like the effect of wearing nothing and at the same time smelling like aphrodisiac, which I know so many people go for. So in case you're looking for that everyday time friendly type of perfume, easy to grab, apply and be ready to go, that's the one, and I have a discount for you, so make sure to check it out. But last however not least is a stimulating note of ginger, and it always energizes and really lifts the mood. And I have a few perfumes with this note, but my favorite right now is Lime Crush from Fantasy Community Perfumes from the new Tenderly collection that is absolutely sublime. And this is a very energetic perfume that opens with the scent of almost acidic lime, so the stimulating ginger in here is very aromatic with a bit of a bitter edge. So I love how fresh and crisp it is, and it lifts the mood. It is a happy perfume, so it will stimulate you and really energize, push the energy, so in case you're into something like that. And fragrances like this are also very attractive because they make people around you very happy, kind of helping to release endorphins. So yeah, that's an amazing perfume just in case you are into freshes, but all of these are gorgeous and there are more notes that considered aphrodisiac. So let me know if you would be interested in a part 2, maybe with a guest who will join and just help to actually comment on that effect of aphrodisiac and attraction in perfumes. Let me know how you feel about this topic, and if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. So let's chat down below. Check out the description box. Don't forget to shop perfumes with my discounts, and if you found this one helpful and enjoyable, don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave your suggestions down below, and follow me on my social media. Make sure to stay tuned and smell good. Support my channel on Buy Me Coffee, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.